Hey besties, welcome to Plot Twists and Punchlines.
I'm Steph,
And I'm Mel.
two best friends here to distract you from the world. Join us each week while we both dive into a new conspiracy theory we saw this week.
And give our questionable takes on them. So grab your blanket, your coffee, and your emotional support cryptid.
And let's get into today's episode.
Hello.
Hey!
We're
Welcome.
back from 5 minutes ago.
You don't know that though. Well, actually you do.
We said that
made
last
it
episode,
pretty-
so you definitely do.
We made it pretty obvious.
I like that you deleted Eid Mubarak immediately.
It wasn't racially motivated, okay? Anyway.
Hi. Hi. This week, I am going to be starting. I don't think we have anything to talk about at the beginning because we literally just talked a second ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think we can just get right into it. Also, I don't know. This is kind of fun. My favorite band is Sleep Token.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason has made it his life's mission to make sure that I have literally everything that Jason has made it his life's mission to make sure that I have literally everything. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Please spend all my money. Jesus.
I don't know if you could actually see anything. I just kept
Yeah.
looking and I'm like, she's not.
I was. Oh my god. For anyone not watching the video, I just flashed my debit card numbers
Mm-hmm.
to the video. It won't be in the video, so don't try anything.
It will not be in the video. It will be cropped out or edited out.
So all I wanted to do was show you that Jason got me like credit card stickers
It's so cute.
that have the Sleep Token on it, and
It's
I think
so
that's cool.
beautiful.
Anyway, let's get into today's episode. Can't believe I did that. Actually, I can. I can believe that.
All right, let me get to my notes. So last week we talked about MK Ultra and their horrible human experimentations.
Yes.
This week we're going to talk about Japan and their horrible human experimentations.
Oh, good.
Yes, and this we're going to be talking about Unit 731 and
Right.
Unit 731 and Project Artichoke
Mm.
happened at the same time.
Oh.
Yes.
Hmm.
So worldwide,
We
people
weren't
are being
the only ones
tortured.
doing it. Haha.
Nope. But
I mean,
remember
it's not
where some of
good,
our
but-
concentration camps or detention centers were? The detainment centers where
Were
we
they?
like put them in other places. One of them was Japan.
Really? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Unit 731, officially known as, and I'm just going to apologize right now. This is in Japan.
Names. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
I am not Japanese.
Yeah.
I have never been to Japan. I am going to pronounce 100% of these names wrong, and I apologize sincerely. I'm very, very, very sorry from the beginning. And also, trigger warning for everything.
Just in general.
Just if you think it might be a trigger warning, I'm probably going to talk about it.
Okay,
So just
great.
Unit 731, officially known as the Manchu Detachment 731, and also referred to as Kamo Detachment and the Ishi Unit, was a secret research facility operated by the Imperial Japanese Army between 1933 and 1945. It was located in Pingfang district of Harbin. That was the most American way I could have said that. I'm sorry. In the Japanese puppet state Manchukuo, now part of northeast China.
Okay.
And maintained multiple branches across mainland China and Southeast Asia. The Empire of Japan initiated its biological weapons program during the 1930s due to the prohibition of the biological weapons in interstate conflicts by the Geneva Protocol in 1925. They reasoned that the ban implied their efficiency as weapons. Japan's occupation of Manchuria began in 1931 after the Japanese invasion of Manchuria. I can hear my white voice saying it, and I'm cringing inside. Japan decided to build Unit 731 in Manchuria because the occupation not only gave the Japanese an advantage of separating the research station from their island, but also gave them access to many Chinese individuals as they wanted to use for test subjects.
So Japan and China are fighting
Forever.
Okay.
Yeah. They've always been fighting. They're still not.
Gotcha.
Great.
Still not cool.
Nope. You're going to find out why.
Okay.
Yeah, no, China and Japan never really
don't get along. Okay.
Been close. They viewed the Chinese as no-cost assets and hoped this ready supply of test subjects would give them a competitive advantage in the biological warfare.
Jeez.
Most of the victims were Chinese, but many victims were also of different nationalities. These facilities contained more than just medical research and experimentation areas. They also included spaces for detaining victims, essentially functioning as prisons as well. The research and experimentation rooms were constructed around the detention area, allowing researchers to conduct their daily work while monitoring the prisoners. Founded in 1933, Unit 731 expanded to include 3,000 staff members, 150 structures, and the capacity to detain up to 600 prisoners concurrently for experimentational purposes.
Wow.
Unit 731 was the first of several covert units established as offshoots of the research lab, serving as field station and experimentational sites to advance biological warfare techniques. Under the direction of Shiro Ishii, the Epidemic Prevention Research Laboratory was established following his return from a 2-year exploration of American and European research institutions. With the endorsement of high-ranking military officials, it was established for the purpose of developing biological weapons. Ishii aimed to create biological weapons with humans as their intended victims, and Unit 731 was formed specifically to pursue this objective. Ishii organized a secret research group, the Togo Unit, for chemical and biological experimentation in Manchuria.
Wow.
In 1936, and again, trigger warnings for it all. In 1936, Emperor Hirohito issued a decree authorizing the expansion of the unit and its interrogation to the Kwangtung Army as the Epidemic Prevention Department. It was divided at that time to the Ishii Unit and the Wakamatsu Unit, with a base in Xinjiang. From 1940 on, the units were known collectively as the Epidemic Prevention and Water Purification Department of the Kwangtung Army, or Unit 741 for short. Unit Togo was set into motion in the Zangma Fortress, a prison and experimentation camp in Baianhe, a village 100 kilometers or 62 miles south of Harbin on the South Manchara Railway. The prisoners brought to Zangma included common criminals, captured bandits, and anti-Japanese partisans, as well as political prisoners and people rounded up on false charges by the Kempeitai.
Is that like the Japanese Nazis?
Yeah.
No.
Prisoners were generally well fed on a diet of rice or wheat, meat, fish, and occasionally even alcohol in order to be a normal health at the beginning of the experiments. Then, over several days, prisoners were eventually drained of blood and deprived of nutrients and water. Their deteriorating health was recorded. Some were also vivisected. Others were deliberately infected with plague bacteria and other microbes. A prison break in the autumn of 1934, which jeopardized the facility's secrecy, and an explosion in 1935, which was believed to be by sabotage, led Ishii to shut down the Zangma Fortress. He then received authorization to relocate to Pingfang, approximately 24 kilometers or 15 miles south of Harbin, to establish a new, much larger facility.
Drain their blood?
Yes.
Ew.
The military police and the Special Service Agency were responsible for locating victims to serve as test subjects for the unit, while a group of physicians was tasked with maintaining the health of victims and dispatching them for experimentation. Human experiments involved intentionally infecting captives, particularly Chinese prisoners of war, and civilians with disease-causing agents and exposing them to bombs designed to disperse infectious substances upon contact with the skin. There are no records indicating any survivors from these experiments. Those who did not die from infection were murdered for autopsy analysis.
Oh my God.
After human experimentations, researchers commonly used either potassium cyanide or chloroform to kill survivors.
That's crazy. That's horrible.
According to American historian Sheldon H. Harris, the Togo unit employed gruesome tactics to secure specimens of select body organs. If Ishii or one of his co-workers wished to do research on the human brain, they would order the guards to find them a useful sample. A prisoner would be taken from his cell, guards would hold him down while another guard would smash the victim's head open with an axe. His brain would be extracted off to the pathologist and then the crematorium for the usual disposal.
Ugh.
Prisoners were injected with diseases disguised as vaccines to study their effects. To study the effect of untreated venereal diseases, men and female prisoners were deliberately infected with syphilis and gonorrhea, then studied. A special project codenamed Maruta used human beings for experiments. Test subjects were gathered from the surrounding population and sometimes referred to as logs, as in how many logs fell. This term originated as a staff joke because the official cover story for the facility given to local authorities was that it was a lumber mill.
Ew. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So far I'm going to argue that this is worse than MK Ultra.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm putting it out there. I feel like of the two.
Yeah, I mean, one is physical torture, the other one is psychological torture. I don't think we can compare them.
Yeah, it's not.
They're both
bad. They're both bad.
And there's a reason that the CIA didn't really do this, but we will get into that.
Okay.
Thousands of men, women, children, and infants interned at the prisoner of war camps were subjected to vissections, which is a surgery conducted for experimental purposes on a living organism, typically animals with central nervous systems, to view the living internal structure. It was often performed without anesthesia and usually lethal.
I was just going to say, I bet this is without anesthesia too. So,
yeah. In a video interview, former Unit 731 member Akawa Fukumatasu admitting to having bisected a pregnant woman. Dissection were performed on prisoners after infecting them with various diseases, removing organs to study the effects of the disease on the human body. I will say, America has done this many times, but we don't talk about it because they only did it to Black women. So
I don't like that.
They used to say that Black women
couldn't feel pain,
so
they
would never use anesthesia. So they would just cut them open without it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not just Japan.
Yeah.
Again, if there's evil to be had, it's been done here.
Right.
Prisoners had limbs amputated in order to study blood loss. Limbs removed were sometimes reattached to the opposite side of the victim's body. Some prisoners had their stomachs surgically removed and their esophagus reattached to their intestines. Parts of the organs, such as brain, lungs, and liver, were removed from others. Imperial Japanese Army surgeon Ken Iwasa said that the practicing vivation on human subjects was widespread even outside Unit 731, estimating that 1,000 Japanese personnel were involved in the practice in mainland China. Iwasa said that when he performed dissections on captives, they were all for practice rather than for research, and that such practices were routine among Japanese doctors stationed in China during the war. The New York Times interviewed a former member of Unit 731, insisting on oh my god, I can't talk today. Anonymity?
Anonymity.
And thank you.
Yeah.
Insisting on
They wanted to be anonymous.
Anonymity.
Anemone.
Anonymity. They wanted to be anonymous.
Yep.
Anonymity. The former Japanese medical assistant recounted his first experience in bisecting a live human being who had been deliberately infected with the plague for the purpose of developing plague bombs for the war.
Sorry.
It's okay. So this is a quote from him.
Okay.
The fellow knew that it was over for him, so he didn't struggle when they laid him in the room and tied him down. But when I picked up the scalpel, that's when he began screaming. I cut him open from the chest to the stomach, and he screamed terribly, and his face was twisted in agony. He made this horrible, unimaginable sound, and he was screaming so horribly. And then he finally stopped, and this was all in a day's work for surgeons. But it really left an impression on me because it was my first time.
That's so horrible.
I don't feel bad for him. Fuck him. Not the guy.
Right. No,
impression on me. Fuck
I
you.
don't care. Yeah, I hope it haunts you. Ugh.
Unit 731 and its affiliated units, Unit 1644 and Unit 100 among others, were involved in research development and experimental deployment of epidemic creating biological weapons and assaults against the Chinese populace, both military and civilian, throughout World War II. By 1939, Ishii had condensed his laboratory discoveries to 6 potent pathogens: anthrax, typhoid, paratyphoid, glanders, dysentery, and plague-infected human fleas.
Ew.
These agents were robust enough to ignite epidemics of considerable magnitude and resilient to aerial dispersal. This marked the initiation of a later phase of Ishii's elaborate scheme, conducting field trial through military expeditions on unsuspecting civilians, aiming to devise a method of dissemination that would efficiently spread the pathogens in optimal concentrations for maximum devastation. His experiments involved developing biodegradable bombs that housed live rats and fleas infected with diseases designed to explode mid-air, ensuring the safe descent of the infected creatures to the ground. Additionally, he deployed birds and bird feathers contaminated with anthrax for low-flying aircrafts.
How you have to be like, you have to have so much time to think about all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. Like, who? How did you even come up with this? Like, what your first thought was? Oh, we need biomedical weapons.
He said that, like, or at the beginning, it said that, like, he was on a 2-year expedition looking at American and European research centers, and then he came back and started working on this. So what did he see in America and Europe during World War II?
Eugenics, definitely.
I mean, we just read last week about,
yeah.
I mean, not last week,
yeah.
But we just read a few minutes ago everything that I said that the Nazis were doing that became MK Ultra.
Yeah.
And this was happening at the same time that they were doing Project Artichoke. So, like, what else were they doing that was destroyed in the files?
Oh, yep.
We'll never know.
No, we won't.
Because they were destroyed. Human targets were used to test grenades at various distances and positions. Flamethrowers were tested on people. Victims were also tied to stakes and used as victims to test pathogen-releasing bombs, chemical weapons, and shrapnel bombs with varying amounts of fragments, and explosive bombs, as well as bayonets and knives.
Oh my God.
A quote saying, "To determine the best course of treatment for varying degrees of shrapnel wounds sustained on the field by Japanese soldiers, Chinese prisoners were exposed to direct bomb blasts. They were strapped unprotected to wooden planks that were stacked into the ground at increasing distances around a bomb that was then detonated. It was surgery for most, autopsies for the rest." Unit members orchestrated forced sex acts between infected and non-infected prisoners to transmit syphilis as the testimony of prison guard on the subject of devising a method for transmission of syphilis between victims.
I was wondering when that was going to happen. I knew that forced sex was coming.
Yeah, of course.
Ugh.
So one of the prison guards said about this method of transmission, Infection of venereal diseases by injection was abandoned, and the researchers started forcing the prisoners into sexual acts with each other. 4 or 5 unit members dressed in white laboratory clothing, completely covering the body with only eyes and mouths visible, rest covered, handled the tests. A male and female, one infected with syphilis, would be brought together in a cell and forced into sex with each other. It was made clear that anyone resisting would be shot.
I feel like I would rather get shot.
Me too. Me too. After victims were infected, they were bisected at different stages of infection so that the internal and external organs could be absorbed as the disease progressed. Testimony from multiple guards blames the victim or the female victims as being hosts of the diseases, even though they were forcibly infected. Genitals of the women prisoners that were infected with syphilis were called jam-filled buns by the guards.
Ew. That's disgusting. This is so gross.
I wish I was done.
Yeah, I wish so too.
This is not funny.
No.
Female prisoners were forced to become pregnant for use in experiments. The hypothetical possibility of vertical transmission, which means like passing it from the mother to the daughter, of diseases, particularly syphilis, was the stated reason for that torture. Fetal survival and damage to the mother's reproductive organs were objects of interest, though a large number of babies were born in captivity. There were no accounts of any survivors of Unit 731, children included. It is suspected that the children of the female prisoners were killed after birth or aborted.
Oh, so these like accounts, the quotes that
they're from prison
people
guards
who worked there,
Yeah.
not victims.
Yep. While male prisoners were often used in single studies so that the results of the experimentation on them would not be clouded by other variables, women were sometimes used in bacteriological or physiological experiments, sex experiments, and the victims of sex crimes. The testimony of a unit member that served as a guard graphically demonstrated this reality. And he quotes, "One of the former researchers I located told me that one day he had a human experiment scheduled, but there was still time to kill. So he and another unit member took the keys out of the cell and opened one of the ones that housed a Chinese woman. One of the unit members raped her. The other member took the keys and opened another cell. There was a Chinese woman in there who had been used in a frostbite experiment. She still had several fingers missing and her bones were black with gangrene set in. He was about to rape her anyways. Then he saw that her sex organ was festering with pus oozing to the surface. So he gave up that idea, left and locked the door, then later went back to his experimental work." Ugh. Unit 731 conducted a wide range of experiments beyond biological warfare, including torture, chemical exposure, and physiological manipulation. Prisoners were subjected to extreme methods of physical stress, including prolonged starvation and dehydration, exposure to low pressure chambers until their eyes burst, suspension upside down until death, crushing with heavy objects, electrocution, forced dehydration using hot air fans, spinning in centrifuges until death, exposure to extreme heat and burns, injection with animal blood, injection with seawater, burning alive or live burial.
At what point? There's no way that all of this, I mean, you said that the point of some of this is literally just torture.
Yeah, 100%.
There's no way that you can make a scientific argument for, honestly, even the scientific purposes. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what they said with the MK Ultra. Like, eventually they're like, there's no research purposes. They were just like, what if this happens, and tried it.
Right. Ugh.
Like, to
Horrible.
be able to even do this kind of stuff in the name of scientific research, you have to be broken. You have to be evil.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to see. And to sign up to be like a guard here and to witness it, again, you have to be a psychopath.
There has to be something wrong with you.
So it's not hard to imagine that the people who would be involved in the scientific part of this would easily just go to torture.
Yeah, just translate. Ugh.
It was said that a small number of these poor men, women, and children were also mummified alive in total dehydration experiments. They sweated themselves to death under the heat of several hot, dry fans. At death, the corpses would only weigh about a fifth of normal body weight.
God.
Victims were also exposed to a wide range of toxic agents, including mustard gas, leucite, cyanic acid gas, white phosphorus, adamsite, and phosgen. I probably pronounced a couple of those wrong. I'm sorry. Unit 731 operated a facility dedicated to gas chamber experiments. Again, he studied in Europe. Victims were placed in sealed chambers wearing either full uniform, partial gear, or no protection. A former Army major and later professor recalled, in 1943, I attended a poison gas test held at the Unit 731 test facilities. A glass-walled chamber about 3 meters square, 97 square foot, and 2 meters, 6.6 feet high was used, and inside it, a Chinese man was blindfolded with his hands tied around a post behind him. The gas was adamsite, which is sneezing gas. And as the gas filled the chamber, the man went into a violent coughing convulsions and began to suffer excruciating pain. More than 10 doctors and technicians were present. After I watched for about 10 minutes, I could not stand it anymore and left the area. I understand that other types of gases were also tested there.
I just don't understand how this was allowed for so long.
First, it was only, I know, I'm not going to say like it was only a few years, but it was only a few years. It went from like, what did I say?
30,
let me scroll up.
39 to 43, I think.
I think it ended. Yeah, something. So it really wasn't that. I mean, that is years of torture to the Chinese. So I'm not trying to like
downplay
it, but it compared to 1933 to 1945. So it was. Oh, I guess that was a while. That's still 10, 12 years. Yeah. Oh, that. Okay, yeah. I thought it was shorter in my mind. Sorry. 12 years is a long time of torture.
It is a long time. And I just don't understand, like, where are the police?
I mean, these are the police. That's the whole thing.
Ugh.
And they were hiding it behind a log company? Yeah.
Where did all the timber go? Did no one ever question why they didn't have any lumber coming from this place?
I don't know. Unit 731 also studied blood loss and incompatible blood transfusions. Former member Okawa Fukumatsu stated that some prisoners had 500 milliliters of blood withdrawn every 2 to 3 days. Experiments with incompatible blood types were conducted. Unit member Nao Ikeda recorded, in my experience, when type A blood 100 cc was transfused into an O-type subject whose pulse was 87 per minute and temperature was 35.4 degrees Celsius, 30 minutes later, the temperature rose to 38.6 degrees with a slight trepidation. 60 minutes later, the pulse was 106 per minute and the temperature was 39.4 degrees. 2 hours later, the temperature was 37.7 degrees, and 3 hours later, the subject recovered. When AB type blood 120 cc was transfused to a O type subject, an hour later, the subject described malaise and psychorrhea in both legs. When AB type blood 100 cc's was transfused into a B type subject, there seemed to be no side effect. Prisoners were also exposed to biological toxins, including tetrodotoxin, which is from the pufferfish, heroin, Korean bindweed, Bactyl, and castor oil seeds. In 2002, Chengde, China, the site of one of the plague flea bombings, held an international symposium on the crimes of bacteriological warfare, which estimated that the number of people slaughtered by the Imperial Japanese Army's germ warfare and other human experience was 580,000.
Oh my God.
So in the 12 years, they killed 580,000 people.
That's so many people.
After the war, 12 Unit 731 members were tried by the USSR in 1949 Khabaskovsk war crime trials and sentenced to prison.
Good.
However,
Oh.
many key figures, including Ishii, who again is the one who ran it,
Yeah.
were granted immunity by the United States in exchange for their research data.
No. Why? So we can have biological weapons too? Ugh.
The Truman administration concealed the unit's crimes and paid stipends for 2 former personnel.
What?
On August 28th, 2002, the Tokyo District Court formally acknowledged that Japan had conducted biological warfare in China and held the state responsible for the related deaths. So that goes back to why was MK Ultra not as bad? Because it was happening at the same time we were doing Artichoke, and then we just got their research.
Wow. So we didn't have to.
We didn't have to.
Yeah. We already had the results. Ugh. That was disgusting.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
Horrible.
I was sick and miserable, so I thought I would make you guys sick and miserable too.
Well, it worked. That's horrible.
Next week, I am going back to... I need to do something light. I need to do something silly. Next week, I am doing Aliens again. I need a mental break from the past 2 episodes.
What is crazy is that, like, it's not surprising that any of this happened anywhere, right? Whether it's the United States, Japan, whatever. It just is so to, like, think about it front and center. It just is disturbing.
And to know that things like this are still happening in the world today. We're just not going to find out about it till years later.
It's too late,
when we find Israel's documents.
Yeah. Well, my topics are a lot lighter than that.
That is why I went first this week, so that we have a little levity after that fun stuff.
Yeah. So there's only a couple things. I basically just I've seen a couple weird things on TikTok recently. So the first one is I don't know if you've seen the tree guy on TikTok.
The guy who's convinced his tree is moving.
Yes. So there's 8 episodes of this guy who is like, something's weird with this tree. It starts off pretty innocent. Something's weird with this tree. I've grown up here. I don't remember this tree being here. Yeah. And then it just transforms into this experiment.
It's closer.
It keeps moving closer. And then he puts string around it. And then he comes back the next day and it's loose. So the tree moved. And then he goes on to be like, it doesn't even look real anymore. And I just feel like this is how mass hysteria starts.
Do you believe the tree is moving? I want to know.
No, I don't believe that the tree is moving. However, I think it is suspicious that he suddenly is in legal trouble for doing this.
Oh, I didn't know he was in legal trouble for doing it.
Yeah.
What kind of legal trouble?
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's the FBI. They were like, you need to stop doing this. This is spreading a false narrative, blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't make sense to me because how many false narratives are on the internet?
Right?
All of them. I don't know why this one is specific.
The tree? Is it it's real that the FBI cares? Or is he just saying that?
No. This is reports. I saw news reports. Those can be AI generated.
True.
Right.
True.
So I don't know if that's
have you
real
seen
or
any
not,
from a reputable news source?
I can't say that I have. No.
Okay. So I will do more research.
Yeah. I can look into it more too. But it's just I was intrigued by this at first because I don't believe that we're living in a simulation. I don't believe that the Earth is pixelated or anything. I don't believe that. I do believe in timelines though. like I've said many times. So
I think that tree is just hopping between some.
maybe, or maybe it's just like that tree is in a different timeline, and that timeline is changing differently than this one.
Okay.
So I don't know. I still don't think it's real, but if it were to be real, that is the only like plausible, not even plausible. That is the only thing that I would be willing to accept.
I was a tree and I had the ability to fuck with someone by moving.
You would do it.
Absolutely would.
Well, and then you see all the videos of like walking trees.
Yeah, I would get closer and then I would sit. And I would get closer again and I would sit and then I would go back to my original position.
Oh, yeah.
I
would really mess with
I
him.
would.
Yeah. So that guy was just interesting to me, and then I had just briefly seen that he was actually in trouble for doing this, and I was like, why would that?
More.
Why are you in trouble for telling a lie? There's so many lies on the internet.
I am researching Treeman.
Yeah.
And the FBI.
Yeah. I don't know. It's very weird. The other thing that I am sure everyone has seen is the guy that they put on Fox News clearly wearing a mask. You've seen that, right?
Yes.
He is clearly wearing a mask. So why? Like, are you trying to...
Sorry, I put Treeman and Thorne Bradley came up, so I just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know who Thorne Bradley is.
Do yourself a favor and just search him up on TikTok and thank us later. Thank us later.
It's for science.
Yeah. Just watch it nice and slow for science.
But yeah.
I can't find Treeman. What's Treeman's name?
Putting, here. Oh, I don't have my phone.
We'll research and talk about it next week.
Yeah. But the guy that they just had on Fox News that was wearing a mask, why?
Yeah.
Why was he wearing a mask? And why would you do such a piss poor job of covering it up?
Literally see it.
Lifting. And some of the theories are like, like you see the deep conspiracy theorists on TikTok who are like, it's happening. They're coming out into real life. They're, slowly subjecting us to lizard people.
I think my theory is they're testing us. They want to see if we notice.
Oh. Well, we did.
We did. Well,
it's so obvious.
I think they didn't mean for that.
I think to be that obvious.
They didn't mean for it to be that obvious. They wanted to see if.
Right. If we would know. Yeah. Ugh. It was just so weird to see. And not even like this is not AI. This is like real.
Weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. So that was another weird thing that I saw on TikTok that I was like, is he a lizard man? Is he a robot? Is he an alien?
Well, he was supposed to be like a real guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. It's Howard something, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like a military general or something.
Yeah.
Like that,
and
right?
then Howard didn't even look like the guy in the mask.
No, you see videos of the actual guy and it's like it's not. What are you trying to do here?
Yeah.
Like just weird.
Very weird. It was that it?
Yep.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's your live it. Stop talking. My brain needs to shut off. There is your entertainment after the story.
Yeah, there's so many. After you research conspiracy theories on TikTok so often, you start seeing the same things. So you kind of gotta
That's why I start saving them. So I have
dive deeper.
So many.
Yeah.
You said you had to dive deeper?
Yeah. Not to find those ones.
I was like,
no.
Where's the deep dive?
No.
You didn't even know Treeman's name.
You're right. No. To find things that are like not the same.
Yeah.
Consistently on TikTok. Yeah. You gotta go other places.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm gonna ask you if you would rather have been part of the MK Ultra experiments or the Japanese bio war.
MK Ultra.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. I can't handle physical pain. I mean, to an extent I can. Like I have tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
But no. I would much rather be psychologically out of it.
Yeah.
Than
I want to be
tortured.
the prostitutes they hired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a joke. Okay,
A joke.
don't. But
how much do
you
think
get paid to fuck with a man?
Yeah. Sign me up.
But you had to have sex with them, so that's where like
yeah,
no,
yeah.
don't want that.
Oh my god. And if you guys know anything about the tree guy, let me know, because genuinely I'm interested.
If you guys know anything about the topic I researched today, I'm super interested in it. Can you guys let me know?
Can you just do my job for me, and then I will take your notes?
I'll do a part 2 next week.
Yeah, with the stuff that you find out.
Speaking of research topics that she had that I did more research on, because I'm a psycho, and if I like hear something, I need to know everything I can about it.
Yeah.
So remember our debate 2 weeks ago now about whether it was aliens or Nazis?
Oh yeah, I'm convinced it's Nazis now. But
I have convinced her. I did more research.
Yeah.
So the Flugel whatever the Flugel rods that the aliens said that they flew in on, the ones with the Nazi symbols. Turns out, in World War II, the Nazis were researching circular warcrafts that they called Flugenrods.
I didn't know. If I had known that, I wouldn't have fought so hard for aliens. Okay. I wouldn't have fought that hard.
For the people who listen and who have made it this far,
yeah,
I was right.
I think you might have been right. Yeah,
they are Nazis, not aliens from the Middle Earth.
Sorry, Richard Byrd. Sorry about that. I wonder what they poisoned him with. Maybe it was LSD.
Honestly, probably, because we got the research from the Nazis from that time.
Yeah, I bet it was.
And
that's probably how he saw like the
and that's why he
city
started, and that's why he started tripping balls.
Magical stuff.
And they were learning how to suppress your memory.
Yes. Oh my god.
Full circle. Do you have any beef of the week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your beef of the week? Hit with it.
My beef of the week is summer clothes. Mm-hmm. So the weather here in Michigan is getting hot, and consistently my beef with summer is not that it's necessarily hot, it's that it is an uncomfortable hot. It's never just like a nice warm. It's always humid, it's always sticky, it's always a sweaty situation, and I hate it. That's my beef. So summer clothes in particular it's just hard to find something that is going to be comfortable, because you want to wear less clothing. Right? So it's hard to find something that is comfortable but still like, and I'm thinking specifically like for work. Now I'm in an office all day, so air conditioning is a thing. I'm privileged in that sense, but like I just don't, it's so hard to find clothing that you just feel comfortable in the summertime is what I think.
I agree. Because like I don't like to show off too much of my body. But when you wear like clothes, especially like form-fitting clothes,
and that's what a lot of summer clothes are like. You can't just buy like and if you do buy a flowy like tank top, you just end up looking frumpy.
Yeah,
you know, it's just not. There's not a good. Dresses are a good option, but I don't want to wear a dress every day,
especially when it's like really windy, like it is here.
Yeah,
and then you have to wear like the shorts underneath it, and then you I don't like it.
Yeah, no. That's so my beef of the week is just summer clothing. Shorts are okay, but there's never a good length of shorts. It's either like all the way down to your knee or all the way up to your butt cheek, and it's like there's no good in between. Tank tops are okay, but I also have a HS, so I don't like to necessarily show my underarms all the time, and that's a problem. So it's just like, it's so annoying.
I feel it.
Yeah. What's your beef?
That Trump is still alive. That Netanyahu is still alive.
Sometimes I don't expect what comes out of your mouth. I should learn to expect it, but I just...
You know who I am as a person.
I do. Yeah.
Israel is my beef of the week.
Yeah.
What they did to the volunteers who were going to try to blockade them, raping all of the women there who weren't even Palestinian, the Australians who they just...
What?
With dogs. And then saying
What?
that rape with dogs doesn't count, even though that's what Hitler did to you guys.
I did not know about that. That's
just
crazy.
Israel. Israel is my beef of the
Wow.
week. And Trump.
I like your bracelet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They can't see it from there.
Yeah.
But whatever. Yeah, that's my beef of the week.
God.
The world sucks. That's it.
Yeah,
Basically.
definitely. Yeah, I didn't have a lot.
I noticed.
Going on Be nice to me, please.
Our beefs, summer clothes, and genocide.
I need you to pick a beef of the week that is normal. I mean, it's normal to not support genocide, but I need you to like pick a first world problem. Maybe not necessarily right now, but like in the future.
Tell Israel to stop doing fucked up things, and then maybe I can focus on
First world
problems.
I would love that. I would love to be able to just do it. I would love if they just listened to
Thank you.
some white American.
Well, more likely to listen to you than me.
That's true. That's true. If anyone has a chance. Yeah. Okay.
So you guys listening, use your voices. Speak out.
Yeah.
Sign petitions. Go to Palestinian rallies.
Yeah.
Yep. So hope you
yeah,
guys
I
enjoyed
mean-
today's episode.
Yeah, this one was a little lackluster. I'm sorry.
To be fair, we didn't expect to record 2 episodes today.
Yes, this is true.
In Stephanie's defense, we planned this
This is pretty last minute.
yesterday. So
Yeah.
I had already knew I was going to be talking about Unit 731. So I didn't have a single note done, but like I had
Right.
watched videos about it, so I kind of knew what I was going to be talking about. So it was easier for me to get the notes done. Stephanie had to like come up with something.
Yeah, and also you are so knowledgeable in so many different conspiracies already.
Yeah.
Like you already have things in the back of your mind that you're like, oh, I can talk about this. I can talk about this. Genuinely, I just look up conspiracies. Like I don't already have something that I would like to talk about planned. So it is a little bit hard.
I watched a lot of documentaries.
I don't.
I love documentaries.
Yeah,
I'm a
so.
document slut.
Yeah. And also, like I mentioned, when I got here, I just feel like my brain is disconnected the last few weeks. It's like gone.
I wish I could disconnect my brain sometimes.
In another century. I don't know where it is, but I would like for it to come back, please. I'm going to put up missing poster.
Is there anything else we want to talk about?
I don't think so. Sorry, this one was a little shorter, but you know, sometimes you gotta take a break from the crazy.
That is all for today's episodes of Plot Twists and Punchlines. Follow our TikTok at plot twist _punchlines pod and on Insta at plot twist _punchlines _podcast. Steph, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at StephSmilesXX or on TikTok at Vessel VESSIIL. What about you?
You can find me at TikTok at Mel of a Time. It's like hell of a time, but with Mel and only one L's.
If this made you laugh, feel seen, or just forget the world for a minute, we are so glad you're here. Your support means the world to us. If you want to support us by more than just listening, you can follow our Patreon and become part of our inner circle. Choose from 2 different monthly donations, each with their own perks.
Please follow. Please follow. Please don't forget to follow, rate, and review because it really helps us out. And share this with them.
Girl. Read your own damn lines. and share this with a friend who needs a laugh or a break too.
Come back. Please
Come back.
Jack. Come back for more laughs, hot takes, and creepy conspiracy theories. Bye.
Bye.